Previously on Phoenix Wright's Spirit of Justice. As such, my faith's soul shall be plunged in the lowest level of hell. The hell of tickling. I'm sorry, say it again, what? I said the hell of tickling. Oh my god. Why are you laughing? It is very serious. Yeah, I'm sure it is, woo boy. I just spent a whole life just laughing my fucking dick off from some guy tickling me. It isn't how he tickles you, it's where he tickles you. Oh god. And now back to channeling people. Hello! This is NicoB. Back with some more Phoenix Wright's Spirit of Justice. We last left off again the first part of the trial, and yes, we went ahead and deduced that Rafa's insights were again misleading, and she's left in shame. It's like, Baka, goddammit, ah! She's gonna be Sundari alone in her room for a while now. And now we've got Paul Bunyan guy here, who I'm thinking, I mean, he's got all this hair, right? That covers his face, his head, while the other guy, the picture of the bad guy is, has like no hair, and yeah. I really think it's gonna end up being this dude. Otherwise, like why is what other point would they have for obscuring his face like this? I've had some time to sort of think about it too, and I've sort of coming up with a few things. So they said that the three-pronged arrow is discovered near the high priest's home. Actually, I thought it was actually found in the room, right? It's just near the high priest's home. I could have sworn they said it was actually in the room they were in, like that they were sleeping in. I feel like it could be that it was Zealot's doing, because they said that he was living there with them, right? Or if I'm actually going with what I was thinking before about it being the wife, it could be that she's actually the Lady Kira that's been arresting all the rebels, right? Well, but the difference though is there's a Lady Kira that's been arresting them, but not killing them. So it seems unusual that this time they would choose to kill him, right? So maybe it would lead that this one is different from the one that we've seen before. So someone's trying to lay the blame on this other Lady Kira. So maybe something like Zello or Zealot is the original Lady Kira. Or maybe this guy. And the wife is actually the one pretending to be it. Maybe like she found out her husband was a rebel and she was just like, I ain't having that. I don't know. That's very much a theory. And my sort of stab in the dark. Don't have a ton of evidence to really back that up yet, but just a thought. Just the fact that the war bat arrow seemed to be found in the room of their house, maybe had to be from someone inside the house. Assuming I remember that correctly. But anyway, so now we're on to questioning this bearded fellow. So, alright, who's totally not, I'm sure it's not going to come back and bite Nayuta in the ass at all. Night of the murder. Okay, and now it's up at the top of Mount Pony, the mountain next to the inner sanctum. Hold it! Don't you mean the inner scrotum? The what now? Are you sure now you're not mistaken, Mr. Ihmus? Was it really Mount Pony that you climbed? Huh. Oh, I'm sure of it. It was really ponyish mountain. What does that even mean? Sorry, I did a whole bunch of drugs before I came here, you know. Now I think about it, it was a mighty fine view. It's a goddamn beautiful day, whoa! This guy's such a cute ball. I hate crowds, so I climbed up there to pray in peace. Hold it! Why do you hate crowds? If you hate crowds, why bother climbing to the top? Couldn't you have just as easily prayed at the bottom of Mount Pony? Wrong, bucko! It's a once-a-year epic event. I want to pray as close to the actual thing as possible. Also, I feel like if this guy were the prisoner and he ended up hurting himself and forgetting that he was the prisoner or something, right? That would sort of make sense, because otherwise, he wouldn't still be here. If you're so gung-ho about it, why didn't you go pray at the Plaza of Devotion? Like I said, I hate crowds. I want to pray in peace. Oh, Holy Mother, why do I only get the annoying ones? Why do I get the weirdos? And burn a faith demand that I climb up to the mountain close to the inner sanctum. Also, I know it's a no-no, but since there was no one around. Hold it! What do you mean a no-no? Since nobody was around, there's nobody who can corroborate your actions either. Hee-ho! You're exactly right! In that case, Mr. Ihmus, let me ask you this. Was there a reason you didn't want to be seen? About that. Yeah, if you get caught climbing the surrounding mountains on the day of the riot, you can get in big trouble. Yeah, thumbs up. That's it. Yeah, totally embarrassing getting yelled at when you're grown up. Yeah. Yeah, you're a real grown up, all right. Yeah. Oh,
I'm a ninja too. And since nobody was around, I lost all inhibition and... over here. Over here. Oh, what about this side? No, wait. Oh, this side out.
Sorry. I use my binoculars to spy on the right in the intersect.
Hold it!
What's a binocular? You had a pair of binoculars with you. That's pretty convenient. You weren't planning to spy on the right all along, were you? Actually, I just happened to have them for bird watching. Bird watching, huh? I see. Name a bird they were gonna watch.
You're not gonna keep pressing him on this?
He's sketchy as heck. I don't really have anything I can really sink my teeth into yet.
Oh, okay then.
I love the great outdoors. That's just the kind of guy I am. A guy called Anonymous TBD. Stop with the fucking finger puppets. I'm a dog, look at me. Oh my god. I want some of what this guy's had.
He's really starting to get on my nerves.
So I looked through my binoculars. I couldn't believe what was unfolding before me. I'm like, look at this guy's dead. That's when I saw the accused stab the high priest with the dagger. Did you really see what you say you did? Are you saying I'm lying about this? Well, I'm not. It's just permanently in this old noggin. This old bundle of hair.
But I didn't do what you said I did. I didn't even get a chance to touch the dagger on the day of the rite.
What do I know of that? All I know is what I saw. I never even seen you before in my life. Possible reason can I have to lie? Didn't expect there to be any witnesses way up there.
Okay, I believe that the answer is how could he have seen it? He's lower down, right? How could he see it with that fence surrounding it? I think that was one of my things here. Curtain around the perimeter of the sanctum, isolating from the outside world. Entrance was shut during the rite.
Objection!
Yeah, there we go. Your magistrate! I had my doubts about this bushy bear witness, but now I know we can't trust him. What? Hey, just judging me as old there, my bodacious beard, are you? No, you ZZ Top reject blood. Not at all, Mr. Ihmus. It's much more than your sketchy appearance. It's your sketchy testimony. His testimony, you say? Yes, recall the inner sanctum was that day. Specifically, I was completely enclosed by the ritual curtain. Why, yes, I believe you're right. The curtain would have completely blocked the witness's view from Mount Pony Pony. Therefore, he couldn't possibly have seen the murder happen. Mr. Ihmus, have you been knowingly making false statements to this court? My two twin beards have something to say about that. You got me! The witness will lower his voice. Stop screaming like a little girl. God, stop. I caved pretty quickly there. I didn't actually see the accused herself. Yeah, thumbs up. You didn't actually see the accused herself. What's that supposed to mean? Let me set the record straight. I beg you. Let me do it again. God damn it, how many chances? You're just like the old judge. Give him, like, the witness 8 million different chances to talk.
The night of the murder, amended.
I saw their shadowy silhouettes protecting against the ritual curtain. My fingers craved by the light of the full moon on that clear and still night. She was just a shadow, but I could tell it was the accused. Reverse burning that dagger. Yeah, with the weird little thing on her head. Looks like a little nubbin. A nubbin! Describe a nubbin! It's like each one of your little pointy hair things. My hair's not a nubbin, it's a spiky nubbin!
What the hell are you two even talking about? We're not talking about nubbins, we're talking about murder!
Shadows! That's what you saw. That's right. I could see what was going on by shadows protected on the ritual curtain. In the future, Mr. Ihmus, I would rather you offer up accurate testimony from the start. Forgive me, my main man, Mr. Magistrate. Chalk up my fuzzy memory and my fuzzy beard.
Though he saw but shadows, it is still valuable testimony.
You have to be kidding me. You gotta be shitting my dick right now.
What are we going to do now, Nick?
All I can think of is to look for inconsistencies between the actual right, what Mr. Ihmus says he saw. Now then, defense may cross-examine the witness once more, yet again.
Okay.
He's only got 3 things. I'm probably gonna have to press him for more information.
Okay, saw their shadowy silhouettes projecting against the ritual curtain.
So what you saw were simply shadows? That's right. Those shadow figures on that bright white curtain. They showed through plain as day. I could see everything that happened.
But Miss Faye and Abbott and me were at the top of a mountain, late at night. The only light up there was coming from 4 small lanterns. How could the shadows have been projected that clearly onto the curtain?
No wonder people harp on you lawyers. You're always so dang skeptical. Skeptical is skeptical. No, it's skeptical. Lanterns weren't the only source of lights, you know. The light of the moon.
Figures were created by the light of the full moon on the clear and still night.
Hold it!
Mysterious and the dark night of the moon. Clearly seen shadowy figures that were projected onto the ritual curtain. Did you really see them, Mr. Ihmus? Of course I did. The bright moonlight projected them onto that curtain, clear as day. It's like watching a scene out of a horror movie from my front row seat on Mount Pony. It was dope. I loved it.
I guess the moon does shine a bit brighter when you're way up there. Maya, you recall how bright the moon was that night?
I don't remember anything that night, Nick. I remember there weren't any clouds, and that the moon was definitely out. But I don't remember if it cast any shadows.
Okay, thanks. Again tonight if the moon was really bright, which means it's possible that it was bright enough to cause shadows to appear.
I remember it just like it happened. Happened just yesterday. It did happen just yesterday, you stupid fuck!
She was just a shadow, but I could tell it was the accused reverse gripping that dagger.
How? Hang on a demon second. How do you know it was Miss Faye?
If all you saw were shadows.
Hey, it was that little bone on the top of her head. Yes, I was right. It's that little nubbin. I saw a little nubbin. Didn't see her face. That stinked Bob's a dead giveaway.
Hey, don't you dare talk about my nubbin, alright?
Never underestimate my keen sense of observation. It was pouring up all wrecked and shit. Stop saying it like that. That's one funny haircut.
It's not nice to make fun of a girl's hairstyle.
He is kind of right though, Maya. You are pretty weird looking.
Hey, I'm not weird looking anymore, alright? I'm adorable. I'm adorable and I got big old boobies. You're not allowed to make fun of me anymore, Nick. I like my hair this way. Besides, you're the one that taught you, Sasquatch.
They're not into this wild man to look. I'm too sporting. Come on. All chicks take the beard. So what you know, little girl.
Nick, kill him! Delivery! Is there some kind of crime you can charge him with?
I'm afraid it doesn't work that way.
Now he claims he only saw shadows. His testimony is sketchy written all over it.
There must be an inconsistency in there somewhere.
Yep. Was really watching everything from Mount Pony, so then I should see how his testimony lines up with the conditions to the right. Okay. But how could he possibly seen it from that angle, right? Like, it's saying that the moon would be right over Mount Pony.
Objection!
There we go. He saw silhouettes projected from the moon by the moonlight.
Blah, blah, blah.
Sorry, but that's just not possible. What do you mean?
How's it not possible? It's totally possible. That's impossible. I
think I'm gonna need a logical Lee's translation on that. Let's take a look at this Wright's guide, shall we, Mr. Ihmus? The right is held when the moon is directly over the summit of Mount Pony. So if the moon was shining from the west, any shadows would have been cast eastward. Mr. Ihmus was standing on the west of the inner sanctum on Mount Pony. Oh, holy mother!
That's right. Our witness couldn't have had seen any shadowy figures of that curtain. Not for that damn angle. No.
Perhaps it was the sacred flames of the lanterns that cast the shadows he saw.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm afraid not. I inspected them during my investigation, but the flames were too small to cast the crisp, distinct figures Mr. Ihmus claims to have seen.
But I did see those silhouettes, though. Really? Yeah. Come on, how can you trust this pretty face?
But how could he, Nick?
Maybe it was someplace where they were visible.
Wait, don't tell me. He was right fucking there.
Your Majesty, Mr. Ihmus really did see those shadows. Brings a brand new fact to light.
And that would be the brand new fact that comes to light if Mr. Ihmus really did see those shadows as he didn't see the murder. He was somewhere else. He wasn't where he claimed to be at the time of the murder. Oh, then where do you propose the witness was? Someplace where he could have seen the shadowy figures, naturally.
Wait, you mean?
Yes, I mean, can only be one place. None of the mountains east of the inner sanctum are close enough to get for a good view. At least only one place it could have clearly seen shadows from. And where might that be? Tell me! This is where Mr. Ihmus was at the time of the murder. The Plaza of Devotion at the High Priest's home. He was inside that fucking sanctum. Mr. Ihmus was at the inner sanctum, just outside the curtain on the east side. It's the only place from which he could have seen the shadowy figures.
Really? Wow, I didn't even think of that.
Of course you didn't, Maya, you silly nugget. But wasn't the inner sanctums off limits to all but the victim and the accused? And the third party who was there, you mean? I get the feeling that's a subject Prosecutor Samadi would rather not touch right now. Ah!
No.
Ah, you mean? That's right. This witness was at the scene of the crime, which means he is the mysterious third party we saw during the divination seance. He could be the one who dressed as Lady Kara and killed our high priest.
Googie!
What?
No one but the two participants were allowed anywhere near the inner sanctum. And the only way up there are the stairs that start down to the Plaza of Devotion. So tell me, how do you propose the witness enter that sacred space?
So I believe... Okay, I have an idea now. So what this here is I believe the person escaped the prison using the ritual curtains here. They managed to sew them into like a ladder or something, or just something that they could grip onto and climb down. So they came down from the prison, and that's how they got there. This guy's totally the prisoner.
Oh, he must have skydived in there. I haven't thought that far ahead. The sanctum has sheer cliffs on 3 sides and a steep towering rock face on the other. No one could have made it there by climbing the face of those cliffs.
Oh, by the way, you guys pointed out, there's actually a different butterfly from the one that I was talking to before. You lied to me, butterfly!
Yeah, you got me. My name's Bob. I was trying to fill in for the role for the other guy because he wasn't going to show up today. And, sorry, I've got a bit of a smoking problem. You got a light, man?
Ooh, no. I'm actually starting to prefer the other butterfly now.
Well, when it's all over, you want to go smoke a dibby with me?
Do I? I mean, no, get out of here!
His Majesty speaks true. To say Mr. Ihmus was at such an inaccessible location is but a bid to tarnish his credibility.
Oh, God.
Is that not right?
Right, I wasn't at the inner sanctum. No, sir. No highway. At least I'm pretty sure I wasn't. Hold it! You weren't sure. Then what about those silhouettes you claim to have seen? I'm starting to think I've been imagining things. What? That's it. This is insane!
I knew we couldn't trust that lawyer! It's all his fault, clearly! He's trying to frame the witness! He's clearly a trustworthy individual!
Peace! Peace, I say! This is impossible! God damn it! I hate this place! Looks like I show how we got into the inner sanctum. It just looks like I'm trying to slander Mr. Ihmus.
I believe in you, Nick.
Thanks for nothing, Maya.
Rah! Rah! Sis boom ba! Fight! Fight! Phoenix Wright!
Every time I hear that chant, I always think of that Bugs Bunny episode where Ricka-racka, fricka-fracka, shish-coom-ba! Bugs Bunny, rah, rah, rah! Ricka-racka, fricka-racka, shish-coom-ba! Bugs Bunny, rah, rah! If you know exactly what I'm talking about, God bless you. Just look at the accused! Has she no shame? How dare she? Fight for her fucking own freedom.
What's your problem, Larry? Phoenix Wright is very trustworthy of you, know?
No, he isn't. He's an asshole. He has to let me come back since the last, 3 games ago. He's got some nerve for a criminal. I bet that lawyer poisoned her mind.
Please, Maya, you're only making it worse.
What, you wanna fight me? Phoenix will fucking defend you to death!
No, shut up, Maya.
Bitch, I will come down there and fucking stab you!
Get him, Nick!
No, I don't want to fight Larry. He's drunk again and he's so fucking trying to stab me. Appreciate the vote of confidence, but it's probably best to keep it to yourself for now. I would advise that if it's think carefully before making any more sudden outbursts. Ah, yes, your majesty. I wasn't a bad guy before, I definitely am now.
Now, Mr. Ihmus, I would like you to think back carefully before you testify next about where you were that night. Think carefully.
Oh good, I'm getting another chance. Just keep on doing it.
Okay, wasn't at the inner sanctum.
Yeah, I was never at the inner sanctum, I tell you. In fact, I was in a different city entirely. I was at Mickey D's getting myself a good old Big Mac. I don't even know what I'm doing up here, honestly. That much I'm sure of, even with the fuzzy memory. Besides, it would have been possible to get in there in the first place. Boy, Lord, sure are scary. Oh, what about this side? I guess it must have been impossible for him to get to the inner sanctum like he claims, but no.
Now will you desist in trying to frame this innocent witness?
Yeah, I'd like to see you explain how he got up there.
Oh, just you wait, bitch. Mr. Wright, is it not time to end these cross-examinations? I'm back again.
Oh, come on. Can I get some butterflies that just, I don't know, flap gracefully and not talk at all?
Sorry, this is the best you got. No, anyway. Oh, I'm thirsty. You want a drink?
Moment of desperation leads to 100 million years of torment. It means that for each moment of a sinner's struggle...
Oh, good lord. Seriously? You're interrupting my monologue, butterfly.
Sorry, go on.
Sinners spend struggling to deny their sins. 100 million years of torment are added to their time in hell.
Is that the hell of tickling? Khura'in is the strictest religion ever!
And just so you know, you've already accrued 200 million extra years.
Plus the 500 million they started with, the 700 million years of torment! Sure, what's another 200 million, give or take?
You guys are just making numbers up! Well, it's a big deal to me! I can't keep saying that the witness was there at the inner sanctum if I can't prove it. The problem is, how am I gonna do that? Alright, this time, I'm gonna get this guy!
Okay, let's just press him here. Besides, it would have been impossible to get there in the first place.
Hold it!
What if it really was impossible for you to get to the inner sanctum?
If you have something to say, just say it.
Couldn't there have been another way to get there? A way that wouldn't attract attention? No, there isn't! Which means there is! Perhaps the defense would share his theory with us. I don't even have a wild guess, let alone a theory, though. Time to reach into my bag of bluffs, baby. Here we go. To reach the inner sanctum without attracting any attention. He climbed up the cliff. He came from the plaza. He fell from the sky. Maybe he fell from the sky. The Lord thinks he's a comedian now.
I was wondering what crazy theory you would have proposed next. Well, defense, let's hear it.
Mr. Ihmus could have, parachuted out. We already know the weather was clear. There was no wind to speak of. Perfect weather for skydiving, I'd say.
I don't buy this, do you, Butterfly?
No, not at all.
Now that you have been backed into a corner, your delusions grow even more delusional. The inner sanctum is on a tiny ledge, upon a sheer cliff over 2,000 meters tall.
I like how in this chart we conveniently also show the prison that's up there.
One misstep and a skydiver would soon find himself in the Twilight Realm.
Yeah, I don't care how still the wind was. Even I couldn't have made that jump. Wait, what's this building on top of the Sacred Mountain? What is that thing?
That is the Royal Penitentiary number 4.
All right, Princess Rafa mentioned there was a prison up there. How do you get your prisoners up there anyway?
By helicopter, but only with authorization from the Minister of Justice. He is the only one who can approve flights that pass over the inner sanctum.
Oh, there we go.
Might I also add, defense, that no parachute or any other equipment necessary for skydiving have been found.
Are you saying I flew down there by flapping my arms like a bird? Ah! I may be an incredible dude. Yeah, I may be the greatest human being on this goddamn planet, but I'm not even capable of that. Ah! Well, please add that statement to your testimony anyway, Mr. Ihmus.
It's not like I can fly through the air either. Oh, I know what happened. This is what wasn't used as something to grip onto. This was used as a parachute.
Objection!
Yep, there we go.
Mr. Ihmus is right. He couldn't have skydived down there without any gear. Well now, pilot, come around, have you? Now you see that I couldn't have possibly been there at the inner sanctum. Blah. Right. If you didn't have any gear, that is. What on earth are you talking about? That overreaction is a dead giveaway that I'm on the right track. Take a look at this piece of evidence. Those are prayer flags, are they not? How dare they be used that way? Shut up, I don't care about your stupid religion. Yes, they've been sewn together to create one big banner. A banner that could also function like a parachute.
Oh, Kuka, no!
People of Khura'in are so used to seeing prayer flags that the police didn't even think twice about these flags during their investigation.
No, this cannot be.
Oh, yes it can. The witness landed at the inner sanctum by using these prayer flags as a parachute. Is that not right, Mr. Ihmus? There's no way out. I'm surrounded. Oh, there's popo everywhere. I must be crazy. Why did I come here? Mr. Ihmus. All this talk's jogged my memory. I guess I was there at the inner sanctum after all. Yeah. God, you stupid idiot.
What the hell? Why should you freaking out? He's supposed to have this in the bag, right? Right, guys?
As I suspected, there were 3 people there that night.
You did it, Nick! You were wrong after all!
No, thanks. Mr. Ihmus, you were there, the one disguised as Lady Kara that night, weren't you? What? No way, no how. No, it's like this. Oh yeah, I was only there at the inner sanctum by accident. By accident? Exactly. And that thing's not a parachute. It's a homemade paraglider. A paraglider? My ass! Are you telling me you could fly using that patchwork mess of material? It may not look like much, but it's as sturdy as can be. I rode the wind like an eagle, going higher and higher for my earthly launch pad. And then something happened that forced me to land at the inner sanctum. So you're just having to land there? Come on, we're not buying this shit. You expect me to believe that? Now, please calm yourself, Mr. Wright. This guy's talking out his ass, your magistrate. However, the fact that the witness was at the inner sanctum is crucial testimony indeed. And certainly warrants further explication. Therefore, let's continue with more testimony. Oh, for God's sakes, this is the 4th time he's fucking testified. I've had enough of this guy. He's clearly the fucking prisoner. I feel like everyone by this point has probably figured that out. Anyone playing this game. We get it. You're the prisoner. We get it. It's at the inner sanctum. That again, I was drawing a trick through the night sky with my homemade paraglider. Just as my pony was drawing near, something terrible happened. An accident forced me to make an emergency land at the inner sanctum. And as I landed, I banged my head, causing me to lose my memory. Ah! So you see, I ended up at the inner sanctum purely by accident. All just a silly goof up.
Mr. Ihmus, you failed to mention any of this during your pre-trial questioning.
Can't be helped. I mean, I'm just remembering now. I know I'm a silly booger, right?
Continue such slipshod testimony and you will be cast in the hells of hangnails. Where you shall have hangnails grown and ripped out for 800 million years.
I think I'll pass on that. Ow! Okay, now that one actually sounds pretty bad. That sounds really gross, actually. Looks like that caught Prosecutor Samani off guard. It's my chance to rip his case to shreds. With my spiky hair. Alright. I think I'm gonna have to do a little more digging now. Okay, anything I was enjoying a truck through the sky with a homemade paraglider. Something terrible happened. Accident forced me to make an emergency landing. Alright, press on that. What exactly was this accident you had? Good question. Now, what was it again? Wind? Oh yeah, it was the wind. Not a steady wind, but a sudden gale of force wind. Made me lose control. I was like, oh my god. The wind was strong enough to make you lose control. Yeah, got that right. Blah. Okay then, please add that to your testimony.
Gale force winds came out of nowhere, so I made an emergency landing at the sanctum. But it was clear that night.
Objection!
Yep, there we go. We have a saying in my country, Mr. Ihmus. One lie begets another. How many more testimonies are we gonna give this asshole? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, someone caught lying will lie again in an attempt to conceal their first lie. In other words, this current testimony is just a blatant lie you're telling to cover your tracks. What did you just say? You claim gale force winds caused you to lose control. But this newspaper has the weather report for the day of the murder. It says, the area around the intersection will enjoy calm, clear skies today. Why? I do believe it does say that.
One lie begets another. That makes sense, but is it really a saying back home? I never heard of it.
Yeah, I kinda made that one up. Shut up, Maya.
For real, Nick? Come on!
Your Majesty, the witness's testimony contains another flaw, one that's even more fatal to his cause. More fatal, you say? The defense will explain himself at once. Mr. Ihmus claims he was flying around the inner sanctum with his paraglider, but it would have been impossible to get all the way up there without any wind. Why, yes, I believe you're right, but we know the witness was at the inner sanctum, so... Mr. Ihmus, how did you get there, and from where? Do. Without any wind, he couldn't have flown up there from the bottom of the mountain. By process of elimination, the only starting point that makes any sense is... Blah, here we go. Your Majesty, I believe I have the answer to your question. To reach the inner sanctum, Mr. Ihmus must launch himself from here. Behold! From the fucking prison! Are you insane? That's where he came from. He couldn't have come from below. The only other option is from above. So you see, an anonymous came down from Royal Penitentiary number 4. From there, he could have easily reached the inner sanctum by parachute. And that means he might also have killed the high priest. What? Mr. Ihmus, were you the third party at the inner sanctum? And the one behind the warning to halt the right that the victim received? Was it you we saw in this final memory? Are you the rebel hunter, Lady Kira? Can't believe we still haven't jumped to that he's clearly the prisoner that escaped. Hi, Mr. Prosecutor, sir. Help me out here.
Oh no. No, see, you ran out of chances long ago.
You did it! You finally left us speechless!
Oh, come on, Mr. Prosecutor, man.
Quiet, you fool. You should use this time to prepare yourself for what is to come. For fate far worse than hangnail hell awaits you now. Well done, defense. I must concede this point to you. The witness did, in fact, descend to the inner sanctum of the Royal Penitentiary number 4.
Huh? Didn't even put up a fight this time. That's awfully generous of him.
But if you are as perceptive as you seem, then surely you've already figured out the riddle. The riddle of Anonymous's true identity.
Oh, it's right, Daddy. Oh, come on, Phoenix. Seriously, I feel like any player by this point probably figured this out like 2 testimonies ago. Not sure I know quite yet, but I guess I'll have to answer with something. It would seem I am the only one still in the dark here. Would the defense care to enlighten me? Who is this man we've been calling Anonymous? Unless his true identity is... my fucking chrono badge!
God damn it, Nick!
Okay, fine. It's clearly this guy. Is this really him?
Only now do you realize the truth. Well, please you share with us your belated insight. Oh,
Ew, you just spit all over me, you stupid butterfly.
Sorry.
What's wrong, Nick? Just say it!
Because this isn't going to be very helpful to your case.
Really? Are you sure?
Unfortunately, I've got no other choice. That scruffy beard and shaggy mane completely threw me off. But it's all becoming clear now. The nighttime base jump from the mountaintop prison. The precision landing at the inner sanctum using only a homemade parachute. They call me Scruffy back in prison. Only a paratrooper, or more precisely, a former paratrooper could have pulled that off. This witness's dad's Sarah Ball. That's a rebel! Person escaped being key member of Dirk's rebel group. What? Oh yeah, that's right. That's who I am. The witness is an escaped prisoner.
precisely. The police have been scouring every corner of the city to no avail. Meanwhile, here he was under our noses the entire time. We really need to update that picture.
Hooah! Didn't think I would see through my clever disguise.
But the witness's charade is not all that has been shattered. Is it, defense?
Boy, do I hate this fuck.
Please recall the defense's own words.
Whoever sent it clearly meant to threaten the high priest. The letter said do not perform the rite, but the rite went on as scheduled. I believe that is why the high priest was murdered. Who do you suppose sent that letter? A person with something to hide. The rebel under disguise of Lady Kira herself. But it can't be the guy who has already been in prison this whole time, right?
He claimed the real killer was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira.
Yeah? What's your point?
What of the witness's true identity?
Only a pair. Oh my god, seriously, we're flashing back to literally 5 seconds ago. Only a paratrooper, more precisely, a former paratrooper could pull that off. This one says that's Sarah Ball, President escaped me and came out of the Dark Rebel group.
Oh no!
Oh no, oh no.
Oh yeah, baby! He's a rebel and an escaped prisoner. He could not possibly have been Lady Kira's mortal enemy of the rebels.
Now, perhaps the witness will enlighten us to the truth. After all, he has yet to refute any of this.
No, hooah! You got me. I'm the razor-sharp fangs of the Defiant Dragons. Well, here I go. You guys ready for this? That's our ball. What you mean? That's my ball. Give me my ball back.
When did you get your memory back?
Oh, around time you guys were talking about there being no wind. But you gotta give me credit for making up all that testimony off the top of my head. No, we don't actually, because none of it ended up helping you. Yeah, you're right. Are you prepared to tell us the truth now before you go back to jail? Well, it's true I parachuted down to the inner sanctum, but I banged my head on impact and ended up unconscious outside the ritual curtain. In short, all my witness testimony was a big fat lie. A big fat lie! Oh, and by the way, long time no see, Hewdy. Oh!
I don't know you. Don't talk to me.
Wait, they know each other.
Your Majesty. This filthy rebel belongs in a jail cell.
Oh, yes, of course. Bailiff,
Yes, Sergeant.
seize him at once.
Okay, I'm on it. Watch out. Here comes Kokishi coming at ya!
Seems you really forgotten the will of the dragon, huh, Hewdy? But I haven't. And no dogs of the Khura'in regime are gonna lay a finger on me. Alley-oop! Bye!
Alright, well, let's allow you to escape. Now, Nayuta style, butterfly jutsu! And then the little smoking butterfly comes out. Oh, that's my cue, isn't it? Okay, here I come. Oh, god damn, that fucking weird butterfly's after me. Secondhand smoke is making me feel woozy.
Well done, Butterfly. I clearly underestimated you.
I clearly did.
Deploy all available resources. I want all units placed on high alert.
Did you really run out of this room? Was it that easy to get out of here? Looks like we're all out of witnesses. The escaped prisoner escaped again. My god, really? Are those guards outside this door, like, just for show?
They're painted on there, Your Honor.
Alright. Budget cuts.
The police force has been placed on high alert. He will be caught before long.
Escaped prisoners escaped the law again after giving a ton of false testimony. Man, these guys really suck at their job. Talk about a troublemaker.
Really pulled a number on all of us. What's the point of all that anyway? Well, I can't help but feel that entire episode was an enormous waste of my dumb time.
Your Majesty, perhaps it was not as great of a waste as you might believe.
What makes you say that, Prosecutor Sunmati?
That Sarah Ball dropped something as he made his escape from these halls.
Oh. Scrap of paper looks awfully familiar. What's that note, right?
These appear to be direct orders from Dirk.
From Dirk, the rebel leader. Oh, but we only have a small corner of it. Wait, I remember now.
Unfortunately, it's the spot that was covered with blood in the other note.
How convenient is that? Your Majesty, I've seen a scarred paper ball art. You have.
Scarred paper that Sarah Ball dropped is a part of this.
Boom. And this is... I found it at the scene of the crime. It appears to be a copy of the order that Mr. Arabal dropped. Put the two together, we should be able to read what the order says.
Okay, that was a little ridiculous how they set that up, but alright, I guess I'll just roll with it. It just just the fact that it was conveniently ripped in the spot where the other one was covered in blood.
Oh my. And what does it say, Mr. Wright?
I don't know!
I can't read Khura'inese. Prosecutor Sunmati, if you please.
The ignorant lawyer has not bothered to learn our language. Very well, then.
Your language is made up anyway.
I do not understand.
Well, what does it say?
Using the lamplights as a landmark, he was to parachute down to the inner sanctum. Upon the rite's completion, he was to don Lady Kira's robes and make his escape.
What? That is how he was to escape from prison? So, if I were to assume that Mr. Arabal was the one who killed the High Priest, then maybe it was because Abbott and me tried to thwart his escape plan?
Oh, foul lawyer. I'm afraid that is simply ludicrous.
Huh? But I didn't say anything! That was blue text! Did you just read my brain?
I know how your putrid mind thinks. Unfortunately for you, however, now that the rebel escapes plan has been revealed, it is clear that Datsera Ball is not the High Priest's killer.
How can you be so sure? I'm back.
If only you would use that putrid brain of yours every once in a while. Datsera Ball's plan could not have worked without the help of a certain individual.
What do you mean?
I'm speaking of Abbott and me, of course. Had Datsera Ball simply donned Lady Kira's robes and made his escape alone, it would have been far too conspicuous. But were he by the High Priest's side? Woo! The faithful citizens praying in the plaza would have had no cause to suspect anything. It is therefore unthinkable that Datsera Ball was the High Priest's killer!
Ah! So then, you're saying the High Priest was a... Oh, I cannot bear to say. Say it!
I'm afraid it is so. He numbered among the rebels who threatened our kingdom.
How could this be?
High Priest? A rebel? There must be some kind of mistake!
He's a rebel, a vigilante.
Let's go and move on.
Who cares anymore? That's old news.
Accept the truth. It is the only way. And that goes double for you, defense. Cease your futile battle now.
And why should I?
Because I will now put the final nail in the coffin of the accused. Now that we have eliminated Datzer Ball from our list of suspects, there's only one person that still remains, the accused my fae.
Hold it! Hold it right there! Are you forgetting something important? Something important. Please do explain, defense. We can't end this trial without looking into the arrow, the murder weapon, the third party.
The murder weapon, we haven't found it yet.
Ah, shit! Not right!
What does it matter if it's been found or not? The fact remains the victim was killed with it by the accused.
Boom! Ah, shit! Okay.
The third party.
I'm talking about the true identity of the lady Kara we saw in the seance vision. That wasn't Datzer Ball. Then who was it?
That matter has already been resolved.
It has? What's he talking about?
It is as I have maintained from the start. There was no third party in the seance vision.
But there was another lady Kara there besides Maya Faye. We all saw her. What the? Oh god, not my arm! No! You're gonna pull it! What you do, Apollo? Except my arm, that's my good pointing arm! I can't do my finger point! Huh! Oh god, no! No! Ah!
Just cuts his fucking arm off.
It is time to let it go and move on. Your fate has already been sealed, much like your arm.
This hardly seems fair. Why can't I get superpowers? I can't shoot lasers or throw beads or toss coffee or anything.
This is quite simple once you consider where the victim and the accused were at the time.
Okay, I thought we were suggesting that the third party was, in fact, the one dressed as Lady Kira. But I guess we're just taking what he said at his word then. I mean, he's lied to us so many times. Why would we automatically assume, well, okay, so it must be that he landed and hit his head and was unconscious the whole time. Still seems pretty perfectly. I feel like we haven't really, like, eliminated that possibility. It still seems possible, but we're just kind of like, okay, yeah, that's the truth. Oh, we're saying, okay. Okay, no, I understand now. We're saying because he wouldn't have killed the high priest because they were working together, right? The only way he would have gotten off that mountain is by the high priest's side. So he would have dressed up like them and then gone down alongside him, and no one would have said anything, right? But it still doesn't make quite enough sense because he still did manage to get away, right? Even without having to dress up like Lady Kira. So clearly that wasn't necessary at all anyway.
If the victim was near the spring with his back to the accused, what would he see ahead?
Besides the water itself, there was nothing but the Wombat statue.
It's that dumb bird.
Precisely. The Lady Kira we saw in the seance vision.
Is the Wombat statue draped in her sacred robes?
No. Ah!
The accused wanted the false Lady Kira to appear in the seance vision. Before she came behind and stabbed the victim with the dagger in a reverse grip.
But why would the accused want to do something like create a false Lady Kira?
To show it to the victim as he was being slain.
Did the other one not move at all? I thought at some point, though, that they actually did move a little bit. Which, I mean, the Lady Kira we saw in the seance vision. And what reason would the accused have to fool the victim she was about to kill?
It was not the victim she was trying to fool.
Woo! It was the seance vision.
It was this very court itself.
Come again?
Suspicion would not fall on the accused if it looked as if another Lady Kira was there. And the defense was foolish enough to fall for it and claim it as a third party in disguise.
Okay, well, where's your evidence for that?
Are you saying?
I am. It was all a cleverly wicked scheme perpetrated by the accused. A scheme in which
she sought to use the seance vision to mislead us.
And of course, we're just gonna automatically believe him, right? Even though he really has no hard evidence of that either. This can't be happening.
What a face you are making, defense. I'm surprised you are taking this so hard. After all, did I not clearly state a while back that you were chasing after naught but a deluded fantasy? Let's flash back to when I said it to you. Something has occurred to me, you see. And your allegations of a third party are but a deluded fantasy.
Okay, good. Just to make sure we all knew I said that.
You're telling me he knew this is how it would turn out all the way back then? No. And they was just waiting for the most effective moment to spring it on me. The one of those moments where you were freaking out earlier. Just to play it up.
Do you understand now? I've had you dancing in the palm of my hand this entire time, for I am Eisen!
Yeah, I'm gonna call a little bit of bullshit on that. It can't be! I'm sorry, did you know who that bearded guy was then? I don't know. How would you possibly have done that? This is an outrage. You took our royal priestess's sacred divination seance and used it to commit this most foul and despicable murder. What, she's the one that's in trouble? What about him? If he somehow was planning this whole time, that must mean he knew that bearded guy over there was the prisoner, right? And he said nothing!
No! I did nothing of the sort!
Maya!
Nick! Is that true? I didn't!
Objection! Cease this ugly display. Your fate is sealed now that the facts have been exposed. Your Majesty, the time has come to convict this criminal who only seeks to taint this sacred hall.
Indeed. It seems this trial is over. Time to slay with my big old fancy gavel! Does the defense wish to offer up yet another counter-argument or something? The accused is, it's not the killer! And, here's why. Now, what do I do? I've got nothing! It would appear the defense has run out of arguments to make. I thought for sure that the rebel was the killer. The only person with a possible motive, the one dressed as Lady Kira, has vanished. I've got nothing to use against Prosecutor Submani's argument. Damn it! I can't lose now. Not like this. God dang doodly! Very well, I shall now render my verdict. Time to die, little Cooperhead. Wait! Please wait! I'm begging you!
It is time to let it go and move on.
Stop saying that! I hate that movie! This trial needs not to be drawn out any longer. The defense has failed to counter the charge filed by the prosecution. In accordance with the law, I invoke the Defense Culpability Act against the defense. You're gonna die along with her! Aw, man. Now then, this court finds the accused, Maya Fey, and the defense, Phoenix Wright. Here I go. Maybe you'll hold it. Oh shit, what the hell? The hell? I managed to get guilty out? Where's the hold it? Phoenix is dead.
Your Majesty, please forgive the interruption, but I'm back. I just want you to know.
Oh, that's the bailiff.
I look a little different in person.
What is the meaning of this?
A body has been found in the Plaza Devotion, Your Majesty. Street.
What?
What's this?
A body? What happened now? What the hell?
And we found this sticking out of the victim.
Why, that's Lady Kira's warbat dagger.
Lady Kira, she has returned to the Twilight Realm once more. God, she really just... Can anyone quell her bloodlust? She's come to defeat the rebels.
Peace.
Well, it would seem the dagger that was once lost has now been found.
I have one more thing to report, Prosecutor Samani.
Yes, fake Kokichi.
This dagger... It bears the fingerprints of Maya Fey on it.
What? What?
Ah! But, oh, come on, what, you want to kill me again? I don't give a shit. I've already been found guilty. Go ahead, pin it on me.
Why would Maya's prints be on it?
I cannot believe it, yet it must be true.
There's something the matter, Prosecutor Sudmani. Who's the body? Can you tell us who's died?
This trial has run its course and the accused's guilt has been firmly established. However, it would seem the defense was right about one thing.
I was? That's not good?
You claim that the murder at the inner sanctum had been carried out by the rebel hunter masquerading as Lady Kira.
I did say something to that effect. But what of it? Prosecutor Sudmani, are you suggesting what I think you are?
I believe the true identity of the rebel hunter who has been masquerading as Lady Kira
Is none other than the accused, Miss Maya Fey.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Ah, me?
What?
Oh, I wish I was that badass. You tell me that was me in that intro cutscene?
I realize how shocking this must seem. Looking back, however, I now realize there was much that pointed to this fact. The rebel-hunting Lady Kira was first sighted about 2 years ago, and the accused first came to our kingdom 2 years ago as well.
Wait, really? I came here for 2 years? I thought I was here for like 11 years. I guess some of that was Khura'in village or something, I don't know.
Why, the timing perfectly matches perfectly.
But there is more. That warning letter was found in the High Priest's bedroom the 3 days before the rite.
Oh, she was staying there, right, too.
Despite his house being locked up tight that night.
How does that prove anything?
It is difficult to believe an intruder could have found a way to enter such a secure house. However, the accused was known to come and go freely there. Mainly to prepare for the purification rite.
Evidently was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions.
God damn it, Maya!
Woo!
The accused could have easily left the house unlocked for herself without anyone noticing.
No!
If we assume that the accused was Lady Kira, that more than establishes her motive for killing the High Priest.
Yes, the victim was secretly an insurgent, bent on helping that's elbow escape, after all.
Precisely. That made him a target of Lady Kira's wrath.
Yes, I agree.
See, the butterfly agrees with me. And after killing the High Priest, she then unleashed her divine justice on another rebel. So, it seems the scope of this case is not as expanded. We now have 2 murders perpetrated by Miss Maya Fey masquerading as Lady Kira.
Whatever, I was already dead anyway.
If Miss Fey is indeed a serial killer, would affect the severity of our punishment.
What are you gonna do, kill me again?
Like, seriously, right? Isn't it like, you kill somebody, like, already? Is it just, like, automatic death here? Pretty sure all the other people who kill other people are fucking dead in this game. In light of this, I believe the second murder must be investigated before we can proceed.
As you wish, your majesty.
Maybe he was found guilty already, right? For one of them, and can he reverse his previous verdict? Is that possible?
My Fey, I hereby charge you with the second murder. May your defiled soul feel the weight of your sins.
A new murder charge of a guilty verdict. I'm gonna die too now. Seems the defense will live to see one more day. Way to go. Talk about hanging on a thread.
Come tomorrow. A far more terrible punishment awaits you.
I hereby suspend these proceedings so that the second murder may be investigated. We don't even know who the body is. I can't believe we haven't asked yet. Until the conclusion of this new investigation, this court's adjourned. Everybody, please quietly leave the building.
No, you're not doing it right. God damn it. Oh, to be continued, we're just gonna hit right there. That's right, Phoenix is dead. So ends the legacy of Phoenix Wright. That piece of shit, he died a dumb death and nobody cared. No, it's Apollo's game. No!
That's right, Mr. Wright. And now it's
Apollo justice, spirit of justice. Okay, I know I might have a little bit too much justice in it, and then Fulbright comes out. No, you can never have enough justice. Ah, Jesus. Oh man, that was a hell of a turn though. I wasn't expecting to actually say guilty. Usually, whenever that ever ends up happening, it always ends up being somebody comes out and says, hold it or something. I was just like waiting for it, and then boom, no, I'm fucking dead. I was always kind of thought that there was no way that a judge could reverse their decision after they declare the verdict, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they can do that. Otherwise, I mean, just like we'll find this second one not guilty and the first one can't be reversed, though, it means we're still fucked, right? But you probably can't reverse it, otherwise, yeah, otherwise we'd be screwed. Man, it's off to a good start here. I'm really enjoying it. Definitely some good twisted turns. I actually still think it could very well be the wife, or if not her, then the other guy that they came across, right? The zealot guy who's also been staying at their house. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to meet the other guy and see what happens. I was right, though. That beard guy did end up being the prisoner. But I figured it was too early on for him to actually be the killer. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite. And subscribe if you're not already. We got Picky Penguin. For this LP, where the days are always sunny and the fits are always funny. And as always, guys, till next time, stay classy.